Good afternoon, everyone. Today, we are back for more Solo Crisis League. Now, we are doing Season 5, Round 3 right now. It is our second attempt, and I gotta say, I'm excited for this one because I had a really hard time choosing between the two characters. Our two characters to choose from for this attempt are Crisis Cyborg or Zatanna Zatara. Those are fantastic characters, each in their own right, and having to choose between them was very difficult because my best scoring game across all past League games has been with Zatanna Zatara, and Cyborg has a really great ability for building up the main deck consistently so that you basically always fill it. It's a tough choice. I ended up going with Zatanna Zatara, but let's just talk about both of them first. Crisis Cyborg. Once during each of your turns, if you have played a superpower and an equipment, you may put a card of cost 1 or greater from a player's discard pile on the bottom of the main deck. Now, the benefits there are obvious. Getting an equipment and a superpower in the same hand, not particularly difficult, honestly. It can happen most turns. I ended up not using him because in a Crisis game, you don't know what's it's harder to be prepared for what's coming, especially in Crisis 1. If we were playing something like Crisis 3 or Crisis 4, where I know I need superpowers for this one, I need equipment for this one, I need like 3 or 4 of them, I'd save everything, but I know which ones I've already done. And this one, it's a little harder to do that because a lot of the crises are not like get rid of this type of card, but it's more things like Final Countdown, where I need a card of each cost, or something like what's the other one? There's sorry, that's just one example, but what I'm getting to is just that the way the crises are defeated makes this one kind of harder to use, at least in my opinion, when you have to put a card in the bottom of the main deck and you might need it later and it's really far away. So that's why I didn't go with Cyborg. That being said, if it was any other character but Zatanna, I probably have a tougher time choosing that character over Cyborg, because Cyborg is fantastic, especially for building up that main deck and prolonging how much time you have left in the game. But Zatanna, once during each of your turns, you may put a card with cost 1 or greater from your hand on the bottom of your deck. If you do, draw a card. So let's say we have like a really bad hand, a hand that has one really good card like I don't know, Ultra Strength or something. We could put Ultra Strength in the bottom of our main deck, draw a new card, and play the hand we have now. Then later on, Ultra Strength will come back, and hopefully with some better cards to accompany it. Now, there's also the opposite of that, the inverse of that. There's the idea that you could have a great hand, but one card, it's only giving you 1 or 2 power, and maybe you could draw something better. So go ahead and discard, or put that card in the bottom of the main deck, and then draw another one. So Zatanna is a more versatile character. There's nothing pinning her from using it other than the card that you discard has to be cost 1 or greater. So you won't see me discarding a weakness or vulnerability or a punch or anything like that. But that being said, you can use her ability on most turns once you get out of like the early game moments. So I went with Zatanna. I'm hoping that it works. Cyborg was really hard. I honestly made the thumbnail for this video 3 times. I went back and forth and back before deciding, you know what, we're definitely going to use Zatanna. So Cyborg, maybe another time. I really like playing a Cyborg. I really like Crisis 1 Cyborg. So another time. So this is Crisis 1, but we're using Forever Evil as our base deck, and Forever Evil as the base deck of Crisis 1 can be more difficult sometimes. There is only a few cards that cost 7, so if you get Final Countdown, for instance, you can be in a bit of trouble. Just a bit. So, let's check out what we got. We have Arkham Breakout in play, which reads, when a villain with an attack enters the lineup, treat it as if it were a first appearance attack against all players. To beat that is actually unique here in solo mode, and that is, at the start of your turn, discard your hand, remove this crisis of each of the cards have a different name. So I need to discard 5 cards with different names. Thankfully, Punch and Vulnerability is 2 different name cards, so those count. I only need 3 different cards in one hand, other than those 2. And then our starter villain is Ra's al Ghul, whose ability is, at the end of your turn, if you did not buy or gain a card from the lineup, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. You get the idea. Basically, if I buy a kick, I have to add 2 cards to the lineup instead of just 1. And that's how that works. We have to start out with Expert Marksman, so that's a destruction card that's pretty cheap. We're definitely going to go for that in order to get rid of our starters. Flight is an okay defense card. It's good for Dimensional Shift. Amanda Waller, another destruction card. We're going to go destruction heavy, it looks like. Royal Flush Gang is a villain, but not one with an attack. And then Emperor Penguin, also a villain, but not one with an attack. Okay. We have for our first turn 1, 2, 3 power, which we're going to use to get Expert Marksman. And we're going to start destroying things pretty soon, it looks like. New card coming out. Phantom Stranger, even better. Fantastic early starter. If you get Phantom Stranger in the first 3 turns, really try and get it, because you'll get rid of all your starters very quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4 power. We're going to go ahead. We're going to say hello. We're going to buy a kick. And we're going to get rid of Emperor Penguin. And when you destroy this card in any zone, gain 2 VP. So we got to build our deck and clear the lineup a little bit without affecting Ra's al Ghul, which is ideal. New card coming out. John Constantine. Wow, we're getting the good destruction cards early. We have to use those on the other ones we have. Okay. So I could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. I was gonna do Phantom. I'm gonna do Phantom Stranger. We'll get John Constantine soon enough, but Phantom Stranger's the way I'm gonna go. New card coming out. These starters are not gonna be a problem in this game. I can tell you right now. You may destroy a non-superpower card in your hand or discard pile. We're gonna destroy this vulnerability in our discard pile. And then we get 1, 2, 3, 4 power. I'm gonna get Invulnerable. Need that defense. Shuffle everything up. Now we've got enough cards going that we can start using Zatanna. So like if I've done anything I want to destroy and I draw Phantom Stranger, we can get Zatanna out of there. New card coming out. Ooh, is Deathstorm. He does not have an attack. Okay, I can destroy a card in my hand or discard pile. We're going to get rid of another vulnerability. And then it's 1, 2 power, which we will use to buy Flight. And we'll get ready for this next turn. Strife does have an attack. Each foe reveals his hand and discards cards with the same name as a card in the lineup. Well, that's no one, so we're okay there. We're going to start with Phantom Stranger, destroying a card in our hand and one in our discard pile. We're out of vulnerabilities already now. So that's a great start. Things are going pretty well. Pretty well. Okay. So we got that. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 power, which we will use to get rid of Deathstorm. Now my target's villains, because I've got a lot of destruction cards. We're doing just fine. Just gotta get rid of the villains so we can work on Arkham Breakout. In fact, now that I have Phantom Stranger, I'm probably going to destroy the other destruction cards I have. There's not much else I need besides him. Let's see. 1, 2. I'm going to put Expert Marksman at the bottom of my deck so I can draw a card due to Zatanna. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gets rid of Royal Flush Gang. Or, you know what, I'm going to go for the power of Power Girl. She's going to help us a lot more than getting rid of Royal Flush Gang is going to do right now. Alright, Phantom Stranger, destroy a punch in my hand as well as a card in my discard pile. We're going to do another punch from there. That's 2 punches down. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 power, which we'll use to say goodbye to Strife. Shuffle everything up. Unfortunately, our size of our deck worked out that we have just that destruction card there. Hopefully we draw a punch or something with it and we have enough to buy something still. Avatar of the Rot has an attack. 3, 4, 5. Each foe gains 2 weaknesses. I do have a defense card. When you are attacked, you may reveal this card from your hand. If you do, you may discard it or destroy a vulnerability. We're going to discard it and avoid that. And 3 power, 4 power, 5 power. We're gonna discard, or we're gonna put Expert Marksman down here to draw a new card. 6 power. I was hoping to get to 7. But we got to 6, so that's enough to say goodbye to Royal Flush Gang at least. Avatar of the Rot is next on our list. Once we get rid of Avatar of the Rot, Arkham Breakout's not going to be a problem. Especially after everything we've destroyed already. Phantom Stranger is going to destroy this punch in my hand, and also one in my discard pile. We'll go this one. You know what? No, I'm not going to destroy the punch in my hand. I'm going to destroy Expert Marksman because this is not doing anything for me. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 power. I'm going to buy Bow Staff because that's going to get very powerful very quick if I'm lucky. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we have less than 10 cards because we've destroyed all the starters already. Alright, 3 power from Bow Staff, 4, 5, 6, 7 power, goodbye Avatar of the Rot, and then we'll play Phantom Stranger destroying this punch. Yeah, we're making a pretty small deck here. We have to start buying some cards we may not necessarily want just to pay the bills, as it were, of Crisis cards. So shuffle everything up. I think we have 8 cards total. That's pretty good. Honestly, I'm happy with that. These are 5 cards, all with different names. So we're going to discard our hand, get rid of Arkham Breakout. That's over. 2 cards come out because we didn't buy a card in the lineup this turn. And then we shuffle everything up. Now, we're going to kind of look at the options of our hand, see what we can do to get to 9 power. Use Zatanna if we're not at 9 power to try and draw up to 9 power. So let's see what we got. We have... With this turn, we could get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can put Flight at the bottom of our deck to draw a card, and hopefully we get something that'll get us to 9. No, it did not. We'll go 2, 5. We'll destroy a punch in our hand and get to 6 power. With 6, I'm going to go with Cosmic Staff. Going to try and get both of them so that we can get our defense cards that we need. Oh, maybe all 3 of them there, because Cosmic Staff is a good card. Not as good as the Stargirl card itself, but I'll take it. All right, what are we looking at here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to put Flight at the bottom of the deck to draw a new card because of Zatanna. It did not help. We can at least destroy this punch in our hand, getting us 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power, buying another Cosmic Staff. Pandora's Box, we do not want that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we're at, back at 8 cards again. I think we got rid of all the starters now. We're gonna go flying through this at this point. All right, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to put Flight at the bottom of my deck and draw a new card. I did that on purpose so I definitely have the defense card on this next turn. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Goodbye to Ra's al Ghul. And, oh, I didn't realize you could see that. I'm sorry. There's a really bad glare up there, isn't there? Trying to adjust the lighting in this new setting. Doing my best. Alright, so I got 9 power this turn. And I spent it all on Ra's al Ghul, so we're good there. Shuffle everything up, draw our new hand. Hopefully we're okay, because I don't want to be in a situation where we get in trouble with this crisis. New card comes out. Vibe, that's a good one to have. We have 2 defense cards in our hands, that's good. Death in the Family. At the start of your turn, destroy a hero in the lineup. If there are none to destroy, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. Each player must destroy a defense card in hand. Very well. And Deathstroke. Each player destroys a hero, superpower, and equipment in his hand. We will defend with Cosmic Staff. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, gain the bottom card of the main deck. So we're going to gain that card. and it's Atomica. We're going to want to destroy that probably. We don't really want that. And then Death in the Family makes us destroy a hero in the main lineup. We're going to destroy Catwoman here. And then we're going to give it Flight to get rid of Death in the Family. So that is over now. No more of that. Okay, so we're already out of that crisis. That's not a problem. 3, 4, 5. We're going to put Phantom Stranger in the bottom of our deck to draw a new card. 6. With 6, we're going to go and get another Cosmic Staff. I mean, it's a good 5. You know what? We're going to do John Constantine. It'll give us a draw with a little bit more power behind it. Transmutation. It's kind of a dangerous card right now. I know John Constantine had destruction built in, but it's not necessary destruction. It's optional destruction. Transmutation, you have to destroy something. So without anything that I need victory points for right now, like a Man-Bat Serum, transmutation is not as tempting. Alright, 2. We're gonna put Phantom Stranger on the bottom of the deck to draw a new card. Alright, reveal 2 cards, draw 1, leave 1 on top. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 power. With our 8 power, that's another Cosmic Staff. No, you know what? It's Animal Man, and it's Vibe. And that's our 7 of 8 at least. New attack card out there, but we don't have Arkham Breakout anymore, correct. So, it's just a villain in the way. Gotta get to Deathstroke somehow, so we're gonna put Atomica on the bottom of the deck. No, we're gonna put Atomica on the bottom of the deck and draw another card. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not enough for Deathstroke. Goodbye to Strife though, and with the 4 we've got left over, we'll get Amanda Waller. She's at least 2 power. Quiver of Arrows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's go ahead. We're gonna start with John Constantine. Reveal the top 2 cards of your deck, draw one of them, and put the other on top or destroy it. Alright, 1, 2. We have these 2. We're going to take Cosmic Staff. We're going to destroy Atomica. We don't really need her. Alright, so then we end up with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That is enough to beat Deathstroke very quickly. Beating Deathstroke. Okay. And we managed to do it where we actually have a discard pile and a deck. Crazy. Firestorm Matrix. Kryptonite Meteor. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck into the lineup. Johnny Quick. Power of the Red. And Despero. So a couple villains. Superpower cards lose all attacks and have +1 power instead. Each player must destroy a superpower in their hand. Okay. Then our new villain is Darkseid. Ooh, we can't defend against this. He costs 3 more to defeat for each superpower in the lineup. Each player puts all superpowers from their hand into the lineup. That unfortunately is invulnerable because I have no other defense card. That's okay, we're gonna be okay. Alright, 3, 4, I can put a superhero, I can put a hero or superpower on top of my deck. We're gonna put we're gonna put John Constantine on top of my deck. Then I'm going to put Phantom Stranger down here so I can draw a card. And then I get to draw 2 cards, draw 1, and then right at the reveal 2 cards, draw 1 or leave 1, and leave it on top. We'll draw a Kick, leave this on top. So again, it's 3, 4 power, 5, 6, 7. That's at least enough to get rid of Despero. Gotta get rid of Despero there in order to deal with Kryptonite Meteor. Alright, new card comes out. Okay. Okay. 2, 4, 7. 8, 9. We're gonna say the next card. Let's see what we got here. Is a hero. Odds are definitely that's gonna be a hero. I'm gonna shuffle up here. 9. And we're gonna say it's a hero. Oh, it's the only superpower. Okay. So we ended up with 2, 4, 7, 8, 9. Get rid of Johnny Quick, leaving us with 7 power. With that 7, I would like Firestorm Matrix, but instead, I'm going to go out of my way to get Power of the Red and Invulnerable to clear the way for Darkseid. Alright, new card comes out. Steel. And there's our 1 kick. We give that to Kryptonite Meteor, and that's the end of that crisis. We'll start our turn with Vibe. I can put a superpower or a hero on top of my deck. We're going to put Animal Man on top of my deck. Then we're going to play John Constantine, revealing 2 cards from the top of my deck, leaving 1 and drawing the other. We're going to draw Animal Man, leave Bow Staff, play Animal Man, and say it's an equipment. And it is. So we're at 3 power. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to discard, or not discard, but put Amanda Wall at the bottom of our deck to draw a card. 9. I tried. I got to 9. With 9, we'll say hello to Cosmic Staff again and Flight. And that is 7, so I can get Quiver of Arrows also. Perfect. New villain. But villains aren't in the way, per se, of getting rid of a supervillain, so that's not a problem. We're going to use Power of the Red. We'll discard Phantom Stranger, and we'll discard Amanda Waller also, drawing 2 more cards. Look at the top card. You know what? No, I'm going to put Quiver of Arrows at the bottom of my deck to draw a card per Zatanna. Alright, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 power. We can at least get rid of Royal Flush Gang. New card comes out. It's a villain. Okay. I'm going to put Phantom Stranger at the bottom of the deck to draw a new card per Zatanna. Alright, or before I do that, we will play Vibe. I can put a hero or a superpower on top of my deck. Sure, we'll put Power of the Red there. Then we'll put John Constantine. No, we'll play Animal Man and say it's a superpower. Then John Constantine, revealing 2 cards. We'll draw Bow Staff, leave Power Girl there. Then we'll play Power of the Red, discarding Amanda Waller and Flight to draw 2 cards. Look at the top card, I may discard it. And we are at, right now, 1, 2, 3 power, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not quite what I wanted. We'll get rid of Killer Frost, and we'll get Magic, but it's really just to make Darkseid cheaper. It's not because of a card I need right now. I don't need the Destruction. We're doing fine on that front. Just fine. Alright, new card comes out. Grid. I do like when a villain comes out and it's just a super villain, because at least if you can't afford the super villain, you can clear out some of the villains for the next crisis. So that's a good way of looking at it. 3 power, 4, 5. I'm gonna put Flight at the bottom of my main deck so I can draw a card. 6, 7, 8. We'll get rid of Grid. I still have 6 power left over. We'll get Transmutation, but I don't really want it. Again, we're just getting it to get rid of Darkseid. Quiver of Arrows again. It's back. Look at the top card. I may discard it. We'll leave it there. We're gonna use we'll use Vibe to put a card of my choice on top of the deck. We're going to put Power Girl there. Then we're going to use Power of the Red, discarding Phantom Stranger to draw a card. And we're looking at 1, 4, 5, 6 power. Let's get a couple kicks. Something to get some power that we can also use to destroy some, that we can use as like destruction fodder later if need be. To give to a crisis, or to get rid of, to clear a deck, to clear a discard pile. Lots of different things we can do with it. So, let's go ahead. We are going to reveal 2 cards, draw 1, possibly destroy the other. We'll draw invulnerable, leave magic there. And then we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to say it's a superpower, which it is. And we're going to destroy invulnerable, get to 9. Not enough to get rid of Darkseid. It is enough to buy Animal Man, though. I'm scared to get Firestorm Matrix. I guess I shouldn't be. If I could use it on like Power Girl or something, that's going to be very helpful. Plus, getting Firestorm Matrix is something I can use later for Final Countdown. Well, no, I should leave it there because of Final Countdown. We're going to leave it there until we see another 7-cost card. That's what we're going to do. That's the better idea. Alright, we're going to use Zatanna's ability to put Transmutation at the bottom of the deck and draw a new card. Then I'm going to use Vibe to put a hero or superpower on top of the deck. Let's go with John Constantine. And use Power of the Red, discarding Kick and Cosmic Staff to draw 2 cards. Play John Constantine, revealing these cards. We will draw this one. I think, is it time we destroy Phantom Stranger? It's time we destroy Phantom Stranger. He's done enough. So that's 1 power we end up with there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 power. Still not enough, but we will get Firestorm Matrix. I can see some uses for it. With our remaining power, we'll get Quiver of Arrows also. Killer Frost, we'll get rid of that really quick, but hopefully we can get rid of Darkseid even quicker. It's taking too long to get up to that power line. Gotta generate that power. So, look at the top card. We may discard it. We will. We will put Transmutation at the bottom of the deck to draw a card via Zatanna. And then that's 3 power. 4, 5, we're going to say it's a hero. It's not. 6, 7, 8, that's enough to get rid of Killer Frost. I have 4 left over. I'm really feeling like I should have went with Cyborg right now. But who knew what the shuffle was going to be. If I had all those destruction cards, I would have been buying things and put them on the bottom of the main deck all day. I'm going to buy 1 kick, but that's the end of the kicks for a while until I see a little bit more of a turnaround on this power. How are we doing now? We'll start with Quiver of Arrows. Look at the top card. We may discard it, but we won't. Then we'll do John Constantine. We'll take Power Girl and we'll leave Cosmic Staff there. Play Animal Man. Are you a equipment? It is an equipment. It is. So that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Might as well take a chance. We will put Amanda Waller at the bottom of the deck to draw a card. 10, I can put a hero or superpower on top of my deck. Well, it's not enough to get rid of Darkseid because he costs 13 right now. So we'll get rid of Transmutation again. But, yeah, didn't happen this turn. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. We have a Firestorm Matrix. Let's try Animal Man. Are you a hero? It is not. We will not be playing Firestorm Matrix this turn. So that's 2, 4, 6. I won't be playing either of these. We'll go ahead and buy Mallet. We'll buy Cold Gun too. No, I don't need 1 power. What am I talking about? No need for 1 power. Ultraman, that I could use. If there was a way for me to get Ultraman right now, I'd be happy. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why did I buy... I thought I was going to leave that out there. I said I would leave whatchamacallit out there, and I didn't. Firestorm Matrix. Amanda Wall... I'm sorry, Matt, look at this card, I may draw it. Look at this card, I may discard it. We'll discard. I don't plan on playing that till I see Final Countdown for sure. Unless I see another 7 pop up. Because I really messed that up. Transmutation, we're going to put at the bottom of the deck so we can draw a new card. 3 power from Bow Staff. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's enough to say goodbye to Ultraman, which is good news. It's an expensive villain, but it doesn't really help us get Darkseid defeated. Okay, we're going to put Transmutation at the bottom of the deck so we can draw another card. Animal Man, are you a hero? It is not. Animal Man, are you a superpower? It is. Alright, it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's enough to beat Darkseid because he only costs 10. And that's all we're going to do. We're not going to play Magic or anything. So we did beat that, so that's good news. And hopefully we can take care of this next crisis quickly so we are not in trouble. I've got a defense card, so I'm okay there. What's our new crisis, though? Collapsing Parallel Worlds. All of that deck building, and we're going to lose it all to Collapsing Parallel Worlds. That's crazy. Okay, very well. Each player places all cards he buys or gains from the lineup under this card, including villains. Remove this crisis when there are 10 cards under this card. Then, one player destroys his deck and discard pile. The cards under this crisis become his new deck. So we're about to build a new 10-card deck. After all that time, perfecting our deck, that's what's going to happen. That's okay. Sinestro. Each player puts all heroes from his hand into the lineup. We're going to use Cosmic Staff and gain the bottom card of the main deck. We got Power Ring. You may destroy a hero in the lineup, plus 1 power for each different hero in the destroyed pile. It's a good card. If we can keep it for Collapsing Parallel Worlds. Wait, each places all cards he buys or gains from the lineup under this card. Okay, so that wouldn't work for Cosmic Staff. But we might be able to keep it other ways. Let's look at the top card. We may discard it. We will. Then we'll use John Constantine, revealing 2 cards. We will draw Cosmic Staff and destroy Transmutation. And we've got 2, 5. We can put Power of the Red at the bottom of our deck to draw a new card. It's Transmutation, which we will not be playing. With our 5 power, though, we'll get... I don't want any of those cards. Did a new card come out? I don't think it did. Blight. I don't want to destroy things. Okay, we'll put Commissioner Gordon there for being a defense card. And I guess we'll put Cold Gun for at least getting us power, but that's not much. We're going to have to do what we can to try and keep as many cards as possible. Alright, new card comes out. Another Cold Gun, really? That's what we're going to get? 3 power. 4, 5, we'll say it's a hero. It is. 6, 7, we'll say it's a hero. It is not. We will put Power of the Red at the bottom of our deck to draw a card. We will use Transmutation to destroy a kick, getting a victory point and allowing us to put it. Why did I put it up there? To get us a 3 or less card from the main deck, we'll get this one. And then we will play Magic on Transmutation, but I don't have any other cards to destroy, but I just wanted to destroy Transmutation. And then we ended up with, again, 5 power. Oh, sorry, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 power. I don't want, like, none of those cards give me power. It's not going to help me. Magic is not a card that's going to give me power either. It might just, like, pass this turn. 3 power from this. Yeah, we're going to just go ahead and do that. We're going to get a new card out, go for the next. That also, well, at least it gives me 2 power. How do I get that 4 power, huh? 2, 4 power. We'll buy that. And that'll be the end of our turn, because I don't want anything that doesn't grant me power at this point. This is not going to be a strong hand by the time it's over. This isn't great. We'll start with Quiver of Arrows, look at the top card. We may discard it. We will. Then we're going to use Mallet. No, we'll use Quiver of Arrows, look at the top card. We may discard it again. We will not. We will use John Constantine, reveal these 2 cards. Drawing Bow Staff, leaving Flight there, and then we'll use Mallet to draw said Flight. So then it's 3, 4, 5, 6 power. I mean, we have to get Blight. There's no way around it because we have to have the villain out of there. But we'll leave it there for Bow Staff now that I think about it. We'll buy 1 magic, and we'll buy Invulnerable, so that's our full 6 power. Right? Oh, that's way more than enough, actually. We have to leave Invulnerable out there and buy magic. Emperor Penguin, really? I'm gonna really fill this thing up with villains. Not good ones either. This Collapsing Parallel Worlds is really aiming to hurt us at this point. 2 power, look at the top card. We'll say it's a hero. It is not. 4, 6. I'm not gonna use these. With our 6, I guess we'll get Emperor Penguin out of there and we'll buy Invulnerable. How many cards are under here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there's like 4 power total amongst those 7 cards, though. All right. Psycho Pirate. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to use Power of the Red, discarding these 3 cards and drawing 3 cards. Look at the top card. We'll say it's a hero. It is not. Play the top card of the main deck, though. You may destroy a hero in the lineup, +1 for each hero in the destroyed pile. We're gonna leave Steel there. We don't need the power right now, I don't think. We'll count the heroes here. That's 1, 2. You know what? We will destroy Steel for that. That's 3. Because there's 7 here, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. So that's, again, it was 3 heroes. That's 3 power, 4, 5 power, 6, 7, 8, 9 power. We can buy both of the villains, so that's not a problem anymore. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it's only 9. I counted that one. Okay. This isn't great. Great, a card I actually want shows up now. So here's the problem. I don't want Firestorm Matrix to get destroyed this way, so I'm doing everything I can to get it back. So we're going to use Quiver of Arrows. Look at this card. We may discard it. We will. We're going to put Kick at the bottom of our... No, we'll put Cosmic Staff at the bottom of our deck. Draw a card. Quiver of Arrows, look at this card, we may discard it, we will. We did all that on purpose to try and get Firestorm Matrix back. The power we generate doesn't matter at this point. I'm just trying to make it so that Firestorm Matrix is in our hand and doesn't get destroyed by Collapsing Parallel Worlds. So just trying to move through the deck and get it back. The Rot. We can use John Constantine. Look at these 2 cards. We will draw Cosmic Staff. We will destroy this magic. We can probably get it back later. 2, 4, 6. Gain that top card of the main deck. Uh, 7, 8, 9. Not gonna buy anything because I do need that Firestorm Matrix. That's all I'm counting on right now. It's the only thing I can't get back via a signature trenchcoat when the time comes. So there's our Firestorm Matrix. So this is the turn we're going to try and end it. We're gonna use Power of the Red, discarding an Animal Man and drawing a new card. We're gonna use Zatanna to put this at the bottom of our deck and draw a new card. Please be better. Not better. We tried. Animal Man, we'll say it's a superpower. It's an equipment. Alright, we end up with 2, 4, 6. We can play the top card of the main deck. Look at the top card, we may discard it. Oh, I didn't want to lose Power Ring. I have to discard it. Anyway, we have 6 power. We're going to buy Magician's Corset, which is going to destroy our discard pile and our deck, leaving us just our hand and the 10 cards here. So we lost a few good cards in there, including Power Ring, which we were lucky to end up with in the first place. But the crisis is over, and hopefully we can get rid of Sinestro very quick. Probably not, because a lot of these cards are just 1 or 2 power, but we'll use the destruction cards to destroy the rest of the destruction cards, and hopefully this won't last too long. We're going to play Emperor Penguin, and then we're going to use Magic on it, getting 2 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4 power that we will use to get the Rot, because I have a fear that we're going to end up with some weaknesses soon. That's a little better. I can destroy a card in my hand or discard pile. We're going to destroy what? We'll destroy Cold Gun. I have 2 Cold Guns. There's no reason for that. If it's not a superpower, so wait, maybe there's a superpower I'd want to destroy instead of that. Yeah, we'll destroy a Kick instead of Cold Gun, and in doing so, we get plus power equal to its cost. So that's 3 power. 4, 5. Is there a hero I want to destroy? It's Commissioner Gordon. It's actually better though to spend it as just it's the same basically. Yeah, so we'll just take the 2 power. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and draw a card essentially is what that card means for single player. 9. Not enough to get rid of Sinestro. Oh wait, instead of playing that 9, I'm going to use Cold Gun. Still have 8, 9, 10. Sinestro is for heroes. Heroes aren't out there, so he is defeated. So we did manage to pull that off. That's very lucky at this point. Alright, we have 1 defense card in our hands, and hopefully we can make that work. New villain shows up. New crisis is Alternate Reality. At the start of your turn, destroy all heroes in your hand. Gain that many random villains from the destroyed pile and put them into your hand. Very well. We'll deal with that at the start of our turn. And then it's the Joker, which, for solo play, reads, discard a random card if its cost is 0, gain a weakness, and repeat this. We will defend. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, gain a VP. One of these days we'll get a Man-Bat Serum, and this will matter. So I didn't destroy any heroes in my hand, so I don't get the gain villains, unfortunately. Look at the top card. I may discard it. We will. Don't want that to get destroyed. 2. Discard this card to draw a card. This can come on out, sure. You know what? Yeah, that can come out. Just got 2 power. There's nothing out there I want. That's what I'm worried about. I should have bought Pandora's Box earlier. If I had it during Crisis on the Collapsing Parallel Worlds, I would have possibly made it so that I had better cards to choose from. But I would have also run out the deck more. New card coming out. Captain Atom. So I have to destroy a hero in my hand. That is Animal Man. And I do gain that many random villains from the destroyed pile. So let's see what we got. Get 1 Animal Man. Just gonna go till I see a villain. We gained Grid. Put a villain or equipment from cost 5 or less from your discard pile on top of your deck. Very well. Okay, we will start with Firestorm Matrix by discarding it and drawing, or putting it at the bottom of our deck and drawing a card per Zatanna. Then I'm going to use Grid. No, I'm going to play Cold Gun, freezing Pandora's Box, and we're going to double down on that, destroying Cold Gun. So that's 2 power, and we'll freeze the other Cold Gun for whatever that's worth. 3, 4, 5. We can freeze another one. Why not? 6. We'll go ahead and get rid of Giganta. Frozen tokens don't do too much when you're playing alone. Alright, new card comes out. Royal Flush Gang. This is brutal. This is not going well. That collapsing Parallel Worlds really ruined my deck. It really did. We're going to start our turn by putting Invulnerable at the bottom of our deck and drawing a new card. Ugh, look at the top. You know what? We're going to use Power of the Red, discarding 1, 2, 3 cards and drawing 3 cards. These are just decks to be ashamed of. That's what I'm seeing. Magician's Course, I already know what's here, unfortunately. So that's 1 power, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will not be playing Firestorm Matrix. We're saving it. We'll get rid of Royal Flush Gang, but that's not going to get rid of this. In fact, I have no heroes, and I need to end up with 12 cost worth of heroes, and bad times. This is not going great. It's all falling apart very quickly. At least that's another hero. That's 8 cost worth of heroes out there. I need 12 in my discard pile. So I'll probably wait till I have everything I need to make that happen. In the meantime, we've got 2. We'll put Cold Gun at the bottom of our deck for Zatanna to draw a card. 3, 4, and draw a card. We will discard this to draw another card. Ooh, 5, 6, 7. With that 7, we can at least buy Super Intellect, because that's at least 2 power. You know what? I'm going to do Pandora's Box. And I'm going to get Super Intellect. We're going to use Pandora's Box to hopefully get some cards into the lineup that we need. And then destroy it afterwards. Soon afterwards, because it's going to be a dangerous card. New card comes out is Star Labs. We're going to put Firestorm Matrix at the bottom of our deck to draw a card. And then we can look at the top card and we may discard it. 1 freezing, we'll say Captain Atom. Because there's what, 6, 7, 8, and there's only 2 in here, right? Yeah. We can only get up to 10 power of heroes in this turn, so. It's only 1 power. 2, 3. Man, this is really bad. We're going to use that 3 to destroy Invulnerable. So instead it'll be 1 plus 3 is 4 power. I could use Magic. Do I have 2 Cold Guns still? No. We're going to destroy Cold Gun anyway. I mean, I guess I'll buy Star Labs and hopefully that'll help add things up. It is not looking good. Man, these are just awful cards I'm getting. Just the worst cards. I had the best cards at the beginning. We lost them all to Collapsing Parallel Worlds. And now some of the worst cards in the game are showing up. That's not great. How are we going to do this? We just lost Commissioner Gordon to Alternate Reality. And we have to gain cards from the destroyed pile. I have to get a villain again. Let's see, what kind of villain are we going to get this time? We're going to gain, not Transmutation, not Phantom Stranger. It's a bunch of heroes. I could use those. Need a hero. We're going to get Johnny Quick. Okay. Draw a card. Look at the top card, I may discard it. That's fine there. 2, 4, 6, 7. We'll go ahead and get this Secret Society Communicator because it is 2 power. But man, this is going very poorly. House of Mystery, that can help. Anything that could help at this point. We're going to put Star Labs out. That is now +1 for equipment I have in play. So this will be 2 and draw a card. We'll play Pandora's Box, reveal the top card of the main deck, add cards to the main deck from the lineup with the card's cost. That's 2 cards we're adding. I'm going to use Magic on Pandora's Box to do it again. This one costs 4. Thank you. And then there's Signature Trenchcoat, Stargirl, and one more card to add. I just realized that, again, I'm back in that area with the glare. Still working on the lighting in this place. Sorry, folks. Pandora's Box is destroyed. And now we're looking at 2, 4 power. We're going to use that 4 power to get Signature Trenchcoat. That's going to start turning our turns around. That's what we need to do. And there's enough heroes out that we can actually get rid of alternate reality now. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Rather not get rid of Stargirl, but maybe we can use Signature Trenchcoat to get rid of something else. New card comes out. Psycho Pirate. We're going to put Power of the Red at the bottom of our deck, draw a new card per Zatanna. Draw a card. We're going to do Signature Trenchcoat. No, not yet. First off, 2, 4, sorry, 3 because of Star Labs. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and draw a card. 8 and get ourselves a card from the destroyed pile. Well, I want a 5-cost hero because I can only get a 5-cost card. I can get up to a 5-cost card at max. I need heroes, so I need a 5-cost hero. We're looking for you. I know I saw a few already, but I'm looking for a specific one. Phantom Stranger. Because if I get to keep him, I'm going to use him. There's a lot of bad cards in my deck right now. So that's 8 power we have still. Which one are we going to destroy? We'll destroy Psycho Pirate to get to 9, 10. So I'm just going to recheck. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll play Firestorm Matrix. Look at the top card. I may discard it. I will discard that. Still got 8 power. We're going to go ahead and buy... How much do I need? I need to get rid of Captain Atom. I still have 2 power left. We'll buy Commissioner Gordon. Before our turn ends, we will destroy Phantom Stranger, Captain Atom, and Commissioner Gordon in our discard pile to get rid of alternate reality. Now we're back on track. I was getting nervous there, not gonna lie. That was not looking good, but I think we can actually turn this around now. And start getting some cards back from the destroyed pile at the very least. We can put an equipment or cost 5 or less from our discard pile on top of our deck. That's going to be Signature Trenchcoat for obvious reasons. Then we're going to put... How do we want to do this? We'll use Power of the Red, discarding all 3 of these cards and drawing 3 cards. Just going all out to see what we get. Alright, so we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 power, and I can get a card from the destroyed pile. What do we want from that destroyed pile? It needs to be cost 5 or less. Could start getting those Royal Flush Gangs. I do like getting the Royal Flush Gangs. There are a lot of them in here, but you know what? I know there's a John Constantine in here, and that would be very helpful right now. There he is. I just want to see if there's anything else. Power Girl would also be very helpful. In fact, I'm going to get Power Girl now. We'll get John Constantine later. And I think that was what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 power total. We're going to use... Oh no, there were villains out here. I defeated alternate reality while there were still villains out. How can we make that up? Alright, I'm gonna not buy anything this turn. I already gained Power Girl, so I'm gonna put her back. How am I gonna make this up? I always try to make it up. When I make a mistake like that... Yeah, I just saw your comment. Sorry, I didn't see it earlier. I was so excited that I could get rid of that crisis finally. I missed that. How can I make it up? What did we do? What did we buy? We bought Commissioner Gordon, Captain, and Phantom Stranger. How did we do it though? So we bought those. So we're just gonna discard everything. We bought those. And we're just gonna bring the crisis back. I think the best thing I can do is bring the crisis back. There's a good chance those cards are gonna get destroyed again via that crisis, but it's the right thing to do because I definitely didn't beat that as long as those villains are still out there. I can't believe I missed those. I think that's everything else. I think those are the only things I got from John Constantine's trench coat, signature trench coat. So doing my best to amend it, but it's not perfect. So we do lose Captain Atom, unfortunately, to alternate reality, but we get a random villain from the destroyed pile for it. So hopefully that's a good villain. Something like an Ultraman or a Superwoman. Alright. We're gonna gain Emperor Penguin. So I did not get a good villain. But we got Emperor Penguin. Ooh. Not good. Alright, draw a card. We're going to use Signature Trenchcoat again to get a hero from the lineup. Something of cost, or something from the destroyed pile. Something of cost 5. We'll get Power Girl. Or John Constantine. We're going to get Power Girl. Try to get John Constantine later. Okay, so we are at 1 power. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. With that 9, we can at least get rid of Royal Flush Gang, so that's the start of clearing out those villains. Alright, new card comes out. And then, oh, there's no heroes in my hand, so that's a good start. So alternate reality doesn't take effect. We're going to use Quiver of Arrows, look at the top card, we may discard it. We will. And then... Just need to get rid of this. So I have 1 power. Actually, that's not all I need to do. I also need to get heroes out of here. 1... What equipment do I have? 2, and I can put an equipment on top of my deck. We're going to put a Signature Trenchcoat on top of my deck. 3, 4, and draw a card. 5, get a card from the destroyed pile. We're going to use Zatanna to put this Blight at the bottom of the deck and draw a card. I think that's it. We at least have our 5 power there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. That's goodbye Psycho Pirate. Do I have the cards I need in my discard pile now? We've got 5 from John Constantine, 5 from Power Girl. I need 12, so it's not there now, but we're about to add Phantom Stranger, so that's okay. We're gonna be okay. Oh, I have to shuffle it. We have 4 here. I have to shuffle the discard pile. They're all going back. It's all up for grabs. Man, it's just not going my way today at all. Started out really strong, and it just is not ending that way. Well, at least we have the other John Constantine available. We are going to lose Commissioner Gordon, and now we have to gain a random villain. Please be a useful villain. That's all I ask, because that's a useful villain. I don't need another The Blight. I don't need another Emperor Penguin. I just need something powerful. Alright, what are we going to get? Ooh, Power Ring. Got him back. Lost him earlier, but we got him back. So that is good news. Good news. Okay, we're gonna start with Power of the Red, discarding all 3 of these cards to draw 3 more cards. I'm gonna put Firestorm Matrix at the bottom of my deck to draw a new card per Zatanna. I'm purposely trying to get heroes out of my discard pile right now, out of my deck right now. 1 power, I can get a card from the destroyed pile. I don't think there are any more 5-cost heroes in here unless we destroyed one and I don't remember. But at the very least, we can get a 4-cost one for sure. There's Animal Man at 4. I can't get Captain Atom, he's 6. Alright, we're gonna get Animal Man. So we're at 1 power now. I can destroy a hero in the lineup, I won't, but +1 for each different hero in the destroy pile, so that's 1, and I know I've gained a lot of them from this already. 2, 3. Not a lot going on here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have at least 8 power from Power Ring, so that's going to help us quite a bit. Look at these cards. I can draw 1 and destroy 1. We're going to draw Phantom Stranger. We're going to destroy Quiver of Arrows. So we have 8 power, right? 1 and 8, yeah. With that 8 power, we have how much in our discard pile? 4. That's enough, as long as we get exactly 8. John Constantine, Catwoman, and then before our turn ends, we play destroy all 3 of these. So that's 5, 8, 4 is 12. That's the end of Alternate Reality. With no villains in the lineup, I did not screw it up that time, so I fixed it as best I could. And now I can destroy a card in my hand and discard pile. We won't be destroying a magic, but we are going to get rid of one of these communicators. I don't need both. You know what? No, not the communicator, because at least that adds up to Star Labs to get 3 power. We're going to get rid of the Blight. Okay. Now we can focus on the Joker again. And hopefully be okay. It's not the best hand we've had. We can put a equipment on top of our deck. That's definitely going to be Signature Trenchcoat as often as possible. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw a card. 5. Get a card from the destroyed pile. John Constantine. 6, 7, 8. And don't get to do anything with that. Did I use my ability yet? I don't think I did. So we can put this at the bottom and draw a card for Zatanna. 9, 10, draw a card. 11, 12. Well, that's enough to get rid of the Joker, so I'm glad I thought of Zatanna there. This has been a roller coaster. With not many highs. I guess it's a lot of lows and mid-grounds. I guess it started off on a real high, but man, we are kind of far behind where we should be this deep into the game. Alright, we have no... Well, wait, we do have a defense card in Cosmic Staff, so that's good news. World Domination. At the start of your turn, resolve the current supervillain's first appearance attack against you. If it doesn't have one, discard a random card instead. Each player must destroy the top card of his deck. Remove this crisis only if each card has cost 1 or greater. Well, that's not a huge problem for us, just because we don't have cards that cost 0. We don't have any weaknesses or anything right now. So, then this card here is going to be Atrocitus, which we will defend against with Cosmic Staff, gaining the bottom card of the main deck. We gain Bel Rev. That's good because we do have a few villains. If you avoid this attack, put a random card from your hand under your superhero. When the villain is defeated, discard this card. We're going to put this one down there. We lost... Oh, Firestorm. You know what? You can hang out there for a while. I'm fine with that. I can put an equipment on top of my deck. We're going to put Cosmic Staff on top of our deck. Did we put a card out yet? I think it was Flight, yes. Since there's no villains in the lineup, we're going to try and beat it, and we destroy Cosmic Staff, beating World Domination. So that's down. So that's 1, Count the heroes in the destroyed pile. 2, 3. Not many of them. 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, they're different heroes, aren't they? Man. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. 5, that's a new one. Got that one, got that one. 6, 7. 7, okay. 7 power, more realistic anyway. Can't do anything with this, but we can use Zatanna to try and draw a card. That's better. Reveal 2 cards. We'll take Power Girl, and we're going to destroy Super Intellect. So 7, 10 power is not enough to get to Atrocitus, which is what I really wanted, but we can get House of Mystery. And I still have 6 left over. We're going to use Star Girl pretty often as a good defense card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card comes out. Another signature trench coat. That is going to be necessary. Absolutely necessary. Okay. We're going to put... Oh, we'll start with Magician's Corset for 1, 2, and draw a card. We're going to put Phantom Stranger at the bottom. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we'll put Power of the Red at the bottom of our deck to draw a new card. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Draw a card. I can destroy a card in my hand and discard pile. Where's that villain? I thought I had a villain. Is he in my hand still? Oh, I put him at the bottom of the deck. That's right. Alright, no, nothing there then. 9, I can get a card from the destroyed pile. Now I have a few options. I think I really want one of those Royal Flush Gangs. I believe that was 9 points I ended on. We're going to get Signature Trenchcoat. And I'll get one of the Animal Mans. Animal Mans. Okay. Now I've got some good cards floating around. We're going to start destroying some of the lesser ones, getting them out of the way. And hopefully it's not a problem much longer. Alright, new card comes out. Insanity. Not much use there. We're going to start with John Constantine. Revealing these 2 cards. We'll take Signature Trenchcoat. We'll leave Power Girl there. Then we'll use John Constantine, revealing these 2 cards. We're going to take House of Mystery. We're going to leave Power Girl there. We're going to play House of Mystery. So now I get to draw a card on my first 5 or more cost card each turn, but we've already done that this turn, so it won't happen again. But we can use Power of the Red, or you know what, we'll use... Now we'll use Power of the Red, the discard Emperor Penguin, and draw a card. So we are at power-wise 0, but 3. Count those different heroes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I believe. I gotta start writing that down or something, or I'm gonna lose track. But 11, and then 12, and I can get a card from the destroyed pile. We're gonna use the 12 to get rid of Atrocitus, and I can still get a card from the destroyed pile. Could get that Cosmic Staff back, but I think I want to get another Royal Flush Gang. Anything else intriguing me? Nothing's really sticking out. Bow Staff is a nice card. I do like that one, but the power of a good, well-played Royal Flush Gang is pretty hard to beat. I can get Magic. I already have one of those, though, and I haven't been using it too much. We got enough other destruction cards that Magic hasn't really been necessary. We'll go ahead and get a Royal Flush Gang. Okay. So that's that. Locations are helping. Hopefully I've got the defense cards I need at this point. Nope, not right this turn. So a new card comes out. Got our new crisis. It is put the top 3 cards of the main deck into the lineup. 1, 2, and 3. Gonna need that Central City. Equipment loses all text and has +1 power instead. Each player must destroy an equipment in his hand. Okay. I have to hear those villains first. So, Parallax. Each player reveals his hand and discards all cards of cost 3 or less. That's only 1 card, so that's pretty good. These only have +1 power, but they do still trigger Star Labs to get to 2 power. 3, 4, we'll say equipment. It is. 5, get rid of Royal Flush Gang. Phantom Stranger, is there anything we want to destroy in here? Yes, we're going to destroy Emperor Penguin, getting 2 victory points. We'll get this 5, get rid of 3 of these. Hopefully we get a Man-Bat Serum soon. I don't know why we haven't seen any of the... I think there's 3 of them total. It's very strange not to see any of them. New card coming out. Another Bow Staff. Good news. Alright, Bell Rev. So now we've got those locations for villains and equipment. And that did cost 5, so it triggers House of Mystery to draw another card. We can put an equipment on top of our deck and get 2 power because of Bell Rev. That equipment's going to be Signature Trenchcoat. There's no villains in place, so we're going to destroy Secret Society Communicator, getting rid of Electromagnetic Pulse. We're at 2 power. Draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. That's 3 power. Discard a Magic and Stargirl. John Constantine, reveal these 2 cards. Neither one of them's really helping me. I'll take Phantom Stranger. We'll leave Power of the Red on. No, you know what? I'll leave Power. I'll draw Phantom of the... We're going to draw Power of the Red and destroy Phantom Stranger. He's not doing anything for us anymore. So, it's only 1, 2, 3 power. We're going to put Power of the Red at the bottom of our deck to draw another card because of Zatanna. Oh, we did forget to get this card back after beating Atrocitus. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, and I can get a card from the destroyed pile. We'll get Bow Staff. No, we're going to get Central City. Yeah, we're going to get Flight, because Flight's going to help if Dimensional Shift comes up. And we need a card for cost 5 or less. We'll get another Royal Flush Gang, just in the hopes that we can really just pick our hand every turn if we have enough Royal Flush Gangs. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Constructs of Fear. You cost 7. I like that about you. Okay. Draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. We will discard Johnny Quick. And we'll discard Secret Society Communicator. So that's 1, 2. Oh wait, that also triggers House of Mystery to draw another card. Alright, then we'll go ahead and use John Constantine. Still at 1 power. We'll take Royal Flush Gang and we will destroy Power of the Red. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. Yeah, we'll discard these 2. And what is it? When gain 1 VP for each other Royal Flush Gang you player have played this turn. So I do gain 2, because they each apply. So that's 1, 2 power. 3, 4, draw a card. 5, 6, 7, 8, we'll say Hero. Nope. 9, get a card from the destroyed pile. Oh man, for all the cards I've lost, nothing's really standing out to me. Maybe another Royal Flush Gang, just really fill them out. Yep, Royal Flush Gang it is. Royal Flush Gang it is. Alright, so that's 9 power. And that will be 10 for Bell Rev, and then count those heroes: 11, 12, 13, 14. It's gotta be different heroes, so I gotta keep track of those names. 15, 16, 17. I think that's it. 17. That's enough to get rid of Parallax, leaving me with 4 power. With that 4 power, we will buy a bow staff. Okay. New hands ready. Do we have a defense? We do. We have a defense of flight. Dimension Shift. I couldn't ask for a better time to have flight as my defense card. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck into the lineup. Please don't be villains. 1, 2, 3. No villains. Perfect. All cards in the lineup cost 2 more to buy. Each player reveals the top card of his deck. If any player reveals a card of cost exactly 2, remove the crisis. Then, oh, it's Lex Luthor. Of course it is. This card cannot be avoided. Each player gains X weaknesses where X is equal to the highest VP among cards in his hand. Now, if I could avoid that attack, you defend with Flight and it allows you to put a card in your defense card on top of your deck. You can use Flight right on top of your deck and then use it to beat Dimension Shift right away. But if you get Lex Luthor, that's not as lucky. So we get 1 weakness, which isn't terrible, honestly. Could be a lot worse. We're going to start with Central City, and that is cost 5 or more, so we get to draw a card. Then we can draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. Discard Firestorm and Flight. Then we can put an equipment on top of our deck. Do we have a 2-cost equipment? If we don't, we're going to take that back and do something else real quick. No, we don't have a 2-cost equipment, but we do have Signature Trench Coats. Let's see if there is a 2-cost equipment. If there's a 2-cost equipment in here, we can use that to beat this crisis, but we have to find one. There's Cold Gun. We're going to gain that through Signature Trench Coat, so we are at 1, 2 power. Use Grid, 3, 4, put this on top of our deck. There's no villains, so we're going to beat the crisis by revealing this and removing Dimension Shift. That was pretty simple. Draw 2 cards. We will draw Power Girl and we'll destroy that Cold Gun. So, and then we cleaned it right off our deck, so it doesn't get much better than that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. With our 10 power, what do I want? Anything? Constructs of Fear would be nice, especially if Central City in play, but I'm leaving it out there for when Countdown comes out. Got a couple 6-cost cards. Let's go ahead and gain Captain. And we'll get Broadsword, because that's going to be worth 3 for us every time. Because if it's an equipment, it triggers Star Labs. Alright, we did get the 10 out of the 11 we needed, so that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how this deck is going now. Alright. 1, 2 power and draw a card. 3 power, get a card from the destroyed pile. I mean, there's not much I want here. I'm going to do another Royal Flush Gang. Just really fill up on them because I do like doing that. Oh, we did trigger House of Mystery of Magician's Courses. Let's draw another card. So 1, 2, 3 power. 4 power, draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. Reveal 2 cards. We will take Royal Flush Gang. We'll leave Magic on top. So again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 power. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. Discard these 2. And I get 2 victory points for that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and count the heroes. 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm gonna have to write this down, I swear. 16, 17, 18, we'll say. It's probably a little low, probably a little higher than that, but that's more than enough to beat Lex Luthor. I have 7 left over. I don't really want anything though. It was just trying to beat that, and we did it. So that's fine. New card coming out. That's the most blind spot in the whole board, isn't it? Yeah, so we'll just do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I really hope Final Countdown comes out soon. I've done a lot to like kind of prepare it. I've left a 7 out there, a 6. I don't think there's a 5 out there, but I have a lot of 5s in my hand. 4. There's no 3s, but oh, there's a 3. So all I need is Royal. I just need to come out and then add a 5, which is pretty easy to do. Hey, Final Countdown. At the start of your turn, put a card with cost 1 or greater from your hand into the lineup. Your team must destroy cards in the lineup of cost 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. Brainiac. Each player discards a random card and then destroys top X cards of the main deck, where X is equal to the cost of that card. I can defend. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, you may put a card from your discard pile on top of your deck. What do we want to do that with? We'll just put Royal Flush Gang on top of our deck. Really control that next hand. Okay, we have to add a card to the lineup. I don't have one that costs 5 in my hand. That's not great. I was going to beat it this turn, but now I'm not. Okay. You can have Bow Staff back for now, but I'm coming back for Bow Staff. You can't see that at all. Bow Staff, I'm coming back for that one. No Bow Staff left behind. Alright, draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. We will definitely discard this weakness, and we'll discard Broadsword. We'll do it again, draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. We will discard Royal Flush Gang and Power Girl here. And then we end up with 2 more victory points on top of that. So get that 5, get these 3 out of here. And we have 1, 2. Oh, we have to trigger House of Mystery too for playing our first 5-cost card. 3, I can get a card from the destroyed pile. I want something that costs 5. We're going to get Phantom Stranger because he costs 5, and I want to get rid of him anyway. So 1, 2, 3, and then draw 2 cards. I'm sorry, reveal 2 cards, draw 1, and destroy the other one possibly. We'll take Animal Man and destroy Johnny Quick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll say it's a hero. It is not. It's equipment and stays there. So we're gonna go ahead and buy Bow Staff. Next card comes out, and we're ready for this next turn. We're gonna beat Final Countdown very quickly, assuming we get a 5-cost card. Not a single 5-cost card, really. Not one. That's weird. That's very strange. The card that came out was cost 2. Very well. We'll put Secret Society Communicator out there. We'll go with 2. I can put a equipment with cost 5 or less on my discard pile on top of my deck. We're going to put Signature Trenchcoat on top of my deck. Then I'm going to play Firestorm, which allows me to play a top card of my deck. If its cost is 5 or less, you may destroy this card. If you do, leave that card played in front of you for the rest of the game. Alright, so that now is an ongoing card. And that is 1 power for being an equipment, and I can get a card from the destroyed pile. We're going to get something that costs 5, anything that costs 5, because apparently that's rarer than I thought it was. And when I don't want the card from the destroy pile, it will be worth 3 power every turn. So that is a good card to have. So that we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. Play this weakness to trigger the rot, and we draw a card. We'll use magic on said weakness. So we have 5 power. Could get Power of the Red back, but that's not going to do much. Really what I need is power. None of these cards grant power, except for Constructs of Fear, which I have to leave out there because it costs 7. So I'm just going to pass. I'm not going to buy anything. But we do have Signature Trenchcoat as an ongoing card now, which is very good news. New card comes out. It costs 6. We're going to add Phantom Stranger to the lineup, and we can do this now. So 7... We'll destroy Earth 3, I think. Yeah. 6, 5. For the 4s, we'll destroy one of these mallets. For the 3, I think there's only one, and it's Dr. Light. And then the 2, we have Giant Growth. Or, you know what, we'll get rid of Flight. That's what we're going to get rid of. Those are all destroyed. And that crisis is over. Alright, that was a pretty easy final countdown. Alright, I really want a Man-Bat Serum. How do I not have one yet? There's 3 in this whole game, and they have not come out yet. Still haven't started my turn. I can get a card from the destroyed pile. Is there anything in here I wanted that just got destroyed? Not particularly. We're just going to take the 2 power that it gives, so that's actually 3 power with Star Labs. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, draw a card. And that triggers House of Mystery to draw another card. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. We'll discard 1 Royal Flush Gang. And we'll discard both Royal Flush Gangs. So 8. Reveal these 2 cards. We'll draw Power Girl and destroy Flight. 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14. Destroying Brainiac. I have 2 power left over. 3. And those heroes bring us to 4, 5, 6, 7, X, Y, Z. I don't think there's anything out that I want to buy, so I'm not going to bother counting that up. That is more than enough to move on. Our deck is going very smooth. I don't have much to give to Crises. I guess I have some cards in here I can sacrifice at this point. I've done a pretty good job thinning it out. But yeah, we're getting to the point that we don't have much. So let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's our new crisis? Our new crisis is Identity Crisis. Each player flips his superhero face down. Players cannot avoid the supervillain's first appearance attack. Each player must discard 6 power worth of cards from his hand, then flip their superhero face up. Hades. Each player puts the top 2 cards of the main deck into the lineup, gaining weaknesses equal to the cost of one of these cards. So these 2 cards come out. It's a 2 and a 7. We're going to gain the 2. I think that makes sense. So to get rid of 6 power worth of cards from our hand, we will use Royal Flush Gang to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. We'll discard we'll discard Magic and Signature Trenchcoat. And we're going to do it again. Royal Flush Gang. Draw 2 cards. Discard 2 cards. We're going to discard 2 Royal Flush Gangs. So then, to get rid of Identity Crisis, I have to discard 6 power from our hands. 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, no, this isn't worth any. So hold on, take that back. Discard this. And then I guess this will play it again. Discard 2 cards. Draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. It's not going the way I want it to. It's going the opposite direction. Yeah, we only end up with 5 power in our hand. So we have 1, 2, 3 power. But this does get 2, 4, 6 VP. One day, we're going to get that Man-Bat Serum. And we're going to be so happy. So, 1, 2, 3 power. Plus this 3 gets us to 6. 7, 8. Oh, that would have allowed us to... Never mind. The first one would have triggered our House of Mystery, which means I would have had an extra card in my hand, possibly being able to beat the Crisis, but I missed it. We got 11 power overall. I'm going to get another Firestorm Matrix. And we'll go ahead and get Vibe, in the hopes that we can use Vibe to control what we get with Firestorm Matrix. Alright, new card coming out. Let's try and beat this Crisis. Alright, we're going to start with Royal Flush Gang, drawing 2 cards and then discarding 2 cards. I'm going to discard any card that doesn't give me power. Or gives me low power, I should say. We'll get rid of Grid, and we'll get rid of John Constantine. So we have 1 power, but from our hand we're going to discard 2, 4, 6 power, getting rid of Identity Crisis and getting our hero back. So we have 1 power, 2, 3, and draw a card, and then 4, 5, 6. So 6 power, draw a card. Ooh, I can destroy a hero in the lineup, but there's already one there, so we're going to count those heroes in the discard pile, destroy pile. So again, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then count. Oh wait, 5, 6, 7, and then count for the heroes. 8, 9. I'm going to be very careful here. 10, 11. Is that 2 Animal Mans? I already lost track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 power. 16 power. That's pretty good. That's definitely more than enough to beat Hades. I have 4 left over. I don't think there's anything out there I really want, though. No, we're good. We're just going to keep going. Hopefully we can fly through this very quickly still. Managed to build up our deck to the point that I'm pretty happy with it at this point. New crisis coming out is Wave of Terror. At the start of your turn, discard all cards that share the lowest cost in your hand. And then to beat is different in solo. To beat is, at the start of your turn, discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Remove this crisis if each of those cards has cost 1 or greater. That's not so bad. Okay. So there's that. Then we have a new villain, and it reads Captain Cold. Each player flips a superhero face down. When the villain is defeated, each player may discard a random card to blah 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 blah. We're going to defend with Cosmic Staff. Discard it, gain the bottom card of the main deck. And we're going to gain Steve Trevor. Steve Trevor. Alright, so Wave of Terror makes us discard the lowest cost card in our hand. So that's this. And we have to discard the top 3 cards of our deck, and they have to be cost more than 0. But there are a few weaknesses floating around. But not these ones. Nope. These are discarded. Wave of Terror is beat. And we're ready to move on. Alright, so we have 3 power from Signature Trenchcoat. Reveal 2 cards. We'll take Broadsword. We'll leave Grid there. So, and then we get to draw a card anyway, though, because of House of Mystery. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll say Equipment. Nope. 9. I can put a hero on top. I should have done that first. Yeah, we'll put Power Girl there. 10, and I can put an Equipment on top. We'll put Magician's Corset there. I mean, 10 is all we need to beat Captain Cold, so I'm okay with that. Alright, now we're moving. I think we only got, looks like the last villain's coming up, so we're getting really close to that end game. Let's get our new hand ready. We have no defense cards, so let's see what happens. It's Rise of the Rot. At the start of your turn, gain a weakness unless you reveal one from your hand. Can't do that just yet. Each player must discard a weakness card. Also remove this crisis if the weakness stack runs out. Then our new villain, Black Manta. Black Mana costs 3 more to defeat for each equipment in the lineup. First appearance attack is each player puts all equipment from his hand into the lineup. Those are some of my favorite cards. Alright, so we just lost Magician's Corset and another Signature Trenchcoat, but we'll try and get him back. Okay, we'll start with John Constantine. Oh, we have to gain a weakness for Rise of the Rot. We'll start with John Constantine, though. Revealing these 2 cards. We're going to draw Royal Flush Gang, and we're going to leave weakness there. We're not going to play anything that's going to make us draw a card. So we've got 3 power here. 4, 5, 6. Magician's Corset. We want that. We're just going to stop our turn there before we get too crazy. I don't want to draw anything extra. Nothing I don't have to. Power from heroes in a discard pile. Maybe this will help you. Yeah. That would be nice. Thank you. Now I'm going to have to start... Now I'm going to think, did I add one since then? Did I take one out? But thank you. I will keep that in my head. Alright, so next turn, new card comes out. Rise of the Rot is there, and we purposely kept weakness here so that we can get rid of Rise of the Rot. That's over. Now, he costs... What is it? Well, 10, but I think it's more for equipment in the lineup. 3 more for each equipment in the lineup. So we're going to try and clear out the equipment to the best of our ability. We will start with Royal Flush Gang. Revealing draw 2 cards. I may discard 2 cards. Nothing here is really helping what I wanted to do. We'll discard Stargirl. And, you know, we will discard Firestorm Matrix. I was hoping to see something that I could control the top of the deck. You know what? We'll take a chance. We'll discard Stargirl and Broadsword. Play another Royal Flush Gang to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. There we go. That's what I want to try. So we get 2 victory points for that. I keep forgetting that triggers House of Mystery. Gotta draw that card. Oh, it's another one. We're gonna start with Animal Man. Look at this card. Put a hero or a superpower on top of my deck. Now I'm trying to examine, would I want to use that? Would I want to put a hero or a superpower in my hand each turn? Do I have anything I really like? Not quite. We're going to leave it there. I didn't even pick a card type, so I really screwed that one up already. I just said, oh, I just want to look at this. We'll use this so that we have to play it. So that's 1, and I can put a superpower or a hero on top of my deck. We'll put Stargirl on top of my deck. And we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. We'll use Royal Flush Gang to draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards, and get 1, 2, 3, 4 more. 4 more of those. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 power. It's not enough to get rid of black mana, but it is enough to get Signature Trenchcoat. And we'll get rid of Cold Gun also. Gotta start clearing out that lineup. That one's got to stay. Oh wait, no, that one's already out. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gotta get rid of black mana. We're almost to the end here. Alright. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. We're going to discard Weakness and Steve Trevor. And that does trigger House of Mystery, so we draw another card. We can now put an equipment on top of our deck, with a villain or equipment on top of our deck. We're going to put Cold Gun on top of our deck, because this is an equipment. We are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I mean. Reveal these 2 cards. We'll take Cold Gun and destroy this weakness. I was going to destroy the Cold Gun, but the weakness is better. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus 3 is going to get me to 14. 15 for being this, and you said there's 9 heroes there, so that's 24. We're going to take your word for that. So if I'm wrong, it's your fault. So 24 is more than enough. I only needed 19. Black mana's gone. And I still have 5 left over, right? Yes, but I don't need any of that. Well, I could start clearing it out because it is going to help get rid of Anti-Monitor. We'll get Secret Society Communicator. Alright, just about there. We've got one last crisis before Anti-Monitor is the problem that we're dealing with. We're doing okay. This wasn't ideal. I never saw a Man-Bat serum. And this deep into the game. Does your ongoing equipment card... Isn't it just ones in the lineup? Yeah, it's equipment in the lineup, not ones in play. So these ones are not part of the lineup. They're part of the ones I have in play. So yeah, that doesn't count towards that. All right, here we go. We have another another crisis. It is Atlantis Attacks. At the start of your turn, resolve all villain attacks in the lineup against you. If there are no attacks, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. Each player must discard 3 non-starter cards, each with different card types. Okay, that's pretty easy to beat, but that extra card we're going to add... yeah. We got the ongoing card from Trenchcoat. Wait, did I miss something? Forget Matt ongoing power from Trenchcoat. Did I not count it last time? I might not have. I don't remember. Let's see. We have our last villain. It's Crisis Anti-Monitor. Whenever a hero is added to the lineup, each player gains a weakness from the stack and puts it right on top of your deck. He costs 1 more defeat for each card in the lineup. Now, it's a lot right now, but it's even worse because he's going to add 2 since we're playing solo, and this one's going to add a 3rd one if there's no villains in the lineup. So, 1, Ultra Strength finally came out just in time to not be used. 2, there's no villain, so a 3rd card comes out, Man-Bat Serum. Those are 3 great cards that just came out on potentially one of the last turns. We got Ultra Strength, Man-Bat Serum, Power Girl. Man-Bat Serum alone would be worth 1, 2, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 24, 29, 30, 31. Man-Bat Serum would be worth 31 power. And it just showed up. Okay. Atlantis Attacks. Each player must discard 3 non-starter cards, each with different card types. There's no villains, so we will discard Royal Flush Gang, Bow Staff, John Constantine, and end Atlantis Attacks very quickly. Then, we're going to play this weakness, triggering the Rot so that we draw a card. We're going to get 3 power from Signature Trenchcoat. 4, 5, draw a card. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. Oh, this should have had me draw a card because of the House of Mystery. 6, 7, we'll say it's a hero. Oh, I was right. 7 plus 3 is 10. With that 10, we're going to just double down and destroy the weakness of magic. We're going to buy Ultra Strength for our turn. That's a pretty good start to the turn. We got Ultra Strength, which is good. We got rid of a weakness, and we're still getting pretty close to Anti-Monitor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, 2 cards have to come out whenever a hero comes out. Oh, when a hero comes out, a weakness goes on top of your deck. 1 should have come on top of my deck for Power Girl. So that weakness isn't actually gone. Happy Harbor, and a 2nd card is Dr. Light. So that's going right on top of my deck. That's not a great situation right now. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. Well, we'll discard the 2 weaknesses. So that's 1, 2, plus the 9 you said earlier. So that's what? That's 11 power. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 18 for this, and we can play this card. 19, 20. Do I want to leave that in play? I mean, that's just 5 power every turn. You know, we will leave Stargirl in play. This is destroyed. I have 20 power. I can't destroy this anyway. I want to. So 20 power, is that enough? There's way more than 7 cards out here, so that's not enough. We'll get Man-Bat Serum, getting us down to 17. We'll get Happy Harbor, bringing us to 12. Power Girl, bringing us to 7. And anything else is just going to clear the lineup. We'll get Power of the Red. I still have 3 left over. Nothing else I really want. We'll get Dr. Light. No, we'll just stop there. I got a bunch of cards that turn just to clear the lineup mostly. We're so close. Crisis Anti-Monitor is this close away from us. What am I even talking about? This close away from us. Sometimes when I talk for 2 hours, I have no idea what I'm saying anymore. So that's what happened there. Anyway, we have to have a new card come out, and then a second card comes out. No heroes came out, so that's good. We'll start our turn with Royal Flush Gang, drawing 2 cards and discarding 2 cards. We'll discard... I guess we're going to discard Grid and Vibe. And then we're going to try Royal Flush Gang again. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. Just try and I really want Man-Bat Serum. I want to end this with my aforementioned Man-Bat Serum that I've been waiting for all game. Oh, that did not help. That didn't help at all. I guess we'll discard those weaknesses. You know what? No, I'll keep a weakness. No, I'm going to get rid of them. Never mind. 1, 2, and I do get 2 victory points for that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, and I played a card of cost 5 or greater, triggering House of Mystery. We'll take a chance, yes. 8, draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. We'll discard Power Girl, and we'll discard Broadsword. 8 power so far. Look at these 2 cards. Yes, Man-Bat Serum. We'll leave Magician's Corset here. Then we'll play John Constantine. It's already over. I just saw... Yeah, Man-Bat Serum is a must-have. I just saw him sitting there, so I already know exactly what's going to happen. We're going to get Magician's Corset now. We'll play that, drawing cards. I'm not even keeping track of power at this point. But I get to draw that. So, where are we? We are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and let's just figure out what this is. 22, 23, 24, 25, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49 is definitely enough. You know, we'll get Superwoman out there just for fun, and we'll also beat Crisis Anti-Monitor. Oh, that was a rough one. There were a few moments in there that I thought the game was over. Early in the game, we got a lot of great destruction cards, and we got rid of the starters very quickly, which was great, except we only had, 7 to 8 cards in our deck at a time, and that was kind of dangerous. But it worked. It worked for a while until we hit Collapsing Parallel Worlds, at which point we lost all of the good stuff and had to rebuild from a lot of garbage. I think I had 2 or 3 copies of Cold Gun, which I don't even want 1 copy of that. Not during a Crisis game. Maybe during competitive, sure, but not during a Crisis game. But we did it. It took longer than I thought. I really kind of wish that I did go with Crisis Cyborg instead of Zatanna. I actually forgot to use her ability many times. There was a few turns that if I used it, I probably would have beat the Crisis I was on faster, or beat a villain I was on faster, if I just drew the right card with her and discarded the right card with her. Next time I'll remember, maybe. But regardless, I still really like that character, and I really think that she is a strong option for many Crisis games. Crisis Cyborg probably would have been better this game, if only because of the shuffle. There were so many cards I just didn't see for most of the game, and so we got a smaller main deck than I was really expecting to have in this game. I was expecting this game to go by very quickly, very smoothly, and not have the problems I had, but they came anyway. They found me anyway. So I still have one more attempt at this game coming up. I'll do it some night this week, probably Monday or Tuesday night. We'll see. So this is for the Solo Crisis League. If you don't know what the Solo Crisis League is, you should check it out. It's an online league I run where we take the win-lose condition of solo play, DC deck building game, Crisis expansions, and see how well you win or how bad you lost. Because usually it's just a win-lose condition. Now we can allow ourselves to kind of compare ourselves to other players and see how we're doing. It's a lot of fun. I like running it. I love playing in it, and I think you would too. If you're interested in supporting the videos, the leagues, the whatever else it is you're into, there's a bunch of different ways you can do that. You can watch the videos. Thank you for doing that. I really appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying yourself. There's the game mat. If you play the game yourself and you're interested in one, I make this one. It's available in my Etsy store. There's a link below. And finally, there's a Patreon. The Patreon gets you all sorts of things like mid-round results for the leagues, gets you thank yous in the video, which I'll get to in a minute. And we've got the Heroes round only. So basically, a round for just people that are members of the Patreon, as well as exclusive videos, stuff like that. So the thank yous for today for people from the Patreon. We've got Kal-El672, who looks like they're actually here right now. So hello, Kal-El. Welcome. I hope you're enjoying Solo Crisis League so far, and good luck in this new season. We have mid-round results coming up soon. We got Tony Tails, a member of the Solo Champions League. Tony Tails just started Season 4? Yeah, Season 4 of the Solo Champions League started yesterday, so I hope you're enjoying that, Tony Tails. TGD Chase, another member of the Solo Champions League. If I haven't mentioned it yet, Solo Champions League is similar to Solo Crisis League. It just uses Marvel Champions. The Solo Champions League, this is their first season of it. I hope they enjoy themselves. That's really all I've got at this time. I really thank every one of you for watching. It really means a lot to me. There's, the world's crazy sometimes, especially lately, and this is a bright spot, so I really appreciate every one of you. That's all I've really got for you. I hope you enjoyed, and you have a good night.